Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. I'm here at Alan's camera because I got a phone call again from Brandon this time, who said, hey Jared, we just got in the Nikon 50mm 1.8G AFS. Alan, I'm not up to the sniff test yet. I'll get there. I don't need any Dristan. So we have the 50mm 1.8G that they came out with. What is cool about this is it's going to work on all of the Nikon bodies, including the ones like the D3000, the D5000, 3100, 5100, the ones that do not have the focusing motor, because this can now focus through the lens. So let's unbox it, let's sniff it, let's see what it smells like. And then coming up after this, we're going to have a test of, I've got the 51.4 AFD, 51.4 AFG, and then the old 51.8. We'll just put them on, shoot Kermit the Frog over here, and let you guys review the different tests. What's interesting that you'll notice is that the box looks exactly like the 51.4 box. So maybe if you're lucky and you order one of these, they'll send you a 1.4 by accident instead. This is like a rocket ship. It's cool. But all right, let's not break anything. Let's pop this out. All right, so you have this, your lens hood, which it comes with which my old 51.4 didn't come with. Well, let's undo this. This is a 51.8G with a 58mm filter thread, which is interesting. Let me see this. 52, right? All these other lenses have been 52mm, including the 51.4 AFD. I don't know why they would switch to that 58mm. I'm not sure, but I'm sure they have a reason. I like to ask them. It has the new back cap. It has the metal mount, which is nice. It's an AFS lens, says it right there. AFS Nikon 50mm 1.8G. Looks pretty good. Feels all right. I mean, it's a lower end lens. It's plasticky. What is it? Slightly over $200. But, you know, it's made in China. That's what it says on the back. So, who's this for? If you already have a 51.8 or a 51.4, there's no reason to upgrade to this at this point. We're going to do some test images to see if there's a major difference, but I can't see there being an uber-duper major amount of difference that will cause you to sell your 51.8 unless you have it on a 3100 or a camera without the motor. So let's sniff it. Ooh, it has a white dot on it. Yeah, I just sniffed the white dot. I think it smells like a brand new $50 bill. But to double check, I've got one right here. You know what this $50 bill smells like? A Nikon 51.8 AFD. G, not D, G. Yeah, 200. Thanks, Rob. All right, so smells like a 50, 51.8. So right after this, why don't I come back and put it next to the older lens, put all the lenses out here, see what they look like, see how they compare in size, and then we'll do a test of all the photos, or all, you know, I'll set up a shot, we'll shoot Kermit the Frog, and we'll get it right. So I'll be right back after this. All right, we're back. We've got the 51.8 AFG, the 51.8 AFD, the 51.4 AFD, and the 51.4 AF, what do they call this? This is the 1.4G. So you have all four of these here. These are the 50s that Nikon makes. So let's first look at these 50 versus 50, the 1.8 versus the 1.8. Major difference in size. I'm going to put up photos for you guys, side-by-side comparisons of this. But you can see there is a major difference in size. The filter on this is a 52. The filter on the new one is a 58, and that matches the 1.4. That one also, sorry, the 1.4G. That one also has the 58mm filter thread. So differences, obviously, this is a much older lens, the older 50. I mean, they feel about the same weight. We're going to test out the image quality to see what that's like. But, you know, one's newer, One's not. This has to be bigger for the focusing motors in the lens. I'm assuming that's why it's on the larger side. But, you know, other than that, if you are in the market for a 50 1.8, you might as well buy the new one. I mean, we're going to see what the tests look like, but unless you can get the old one for an uber-duper, super-duper price, $220 for this bad boy isn't bad for an AFS lens that's newer. So other than that, we're not really going to talk about these two. I just put them here for a comparison. We'll do some comparison shots, see what we come up with, do some tests coming up next of these lenses, all four of them, just to give a little feel for what they look like. So we will be right back. All right, now we're back. I've got the D7000 set up with the 50 1.8 AFG, the brand new lens. I've got Kermit the Frog as the subject, and we're going to take pictures from 1.8 to f16 where this lens tops out, and then redo it with the other lenses. So let's get right to it. So here we go. We're at 1.8, 1/25th of a second. Boom. So there's that one. All of these images will be back up on the website so you can see the full res. Now we're at 2.8, 4. Let's go to 5.6, 8, 11, now 16. Boom. Let's take a quick look. Very good, very good. Awesome. So we went from 1.8 all the way to 16. Now let's try it with the other 50mm lenses and put them all together. So now we have the 50mm 1.8 AFD. It's the older lens. We're going to do exactly the same thing that we did with the 1.8G. And you can see all the high-res images when we're done and make your own decision whether it's good, bad, and different, or they're about the same. So let's get through this also. Here we go, 1/25th of a second, 1.8. And now the final lens is the 50 1.4 AFG Nikkor, and we'll get right to it. And that's running through all of the 50mm lenses that Nikon makes, everything from the 50 1.4 AFG to the AFD, and the 50 1.4G, the 50 1.8G and the 50 1.8 AFD. So you've seen all of these images. They've popped up on the screen. Feel free to download the full res. I'm going to upload them to Flickr in the full res exports for you guys to take a look at and then decide for yourselves whether one is better than the other or which one you should do or if you should upgrade. So without seeing them, I can't tell you which one is better right now. I currently own the 50 1.4 AFD and haven't replaced it yet with an AFG. I don't feel a need to because it's not a lens that I use too much. But it is, the 50mm range is a great beginner lens. So if you need one lens and you're just starting, it's a toss-up if you're on a DX camera between the 35 1.8 or the 50 1.8. The 50 1.8 is going to be a little tighter because it's obviously a little longer, and you multiply it by 1.5 on your DX cameras, and the 35 is on a little bit of a wider side. It's a couple bucks less, but the 50 1.8 seems like a really, really nice lens that you may get slightly sharper pictures from because it is not a DX lens, it's a full frame lens. So be interesting to see the results. Interested to hear what you guys have to say when you compare the images next to each other. And that's it. That is a hands-on and sample images of the new Nikon 50 1.8 AFG. Jared Poland, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.